Okay, today we're solving exponential equations by graphing. This is example 4 in section 6.5. So it says solve each equation by graphing, and it specifically says using technology. All right, so that tells us to use a graphing calculator. Remember that if you have an iPhone, the app Calculate 84 is a good graphing calculator emulator. So we're going to take the left side of the equation and we're going to plug it in for y1, and the right side we're going to plug in for y2. And what it's going to create is it's going to create two graphs. So y1 is going to be the 2.4 to the x minus 1. y2 is going to be 5.76. So in a graphing calculator, how we do this, we go to y equals top left button. Anything that's in there, just clear out. And we're going to type in 2.4, and then this caret key over here with the little arrow up here pops us up into the exponent. This is the x right next to the alpha, and then minus 1. And then move down to y2 and type in 5.76. And then hit graph. Now, my graph is weirdly zoomed out from something I was doing earlier, so to get it back to a normal place, you hit zoom, and then standard is 6. So zoom standard. So this curve right here is the graph of the 2.4 to the x minus 1. This straight horizontal line is 5.76. You want to know where they intersect. So what you do is you want to go to calc right here. It's the blue above the trace button. So that tells me to hit second and then trace. And I want the intersect. That's the fifth one. I can go down to 5 and hit enter, or I can just press 5. So it says first curve, hit enter, saying, yep, that's my first curve. Second curve, hit enter. It says, do you want me to guess? Hit enter. So the intersection is 5.76. Now, looking at this equation over here, there's only an x in this equation, so you don't need the y value. So x equals 3, and that's the answer. Let's try one more just to make sure that you know what you're doing. So on B here, we're going to plug in the left side's going to be y1, the right side's going to be y2. So we're going to have 3 to the x plus 2, that's going to be an exponential curve. And then we're going to have x plus 1, that's a linear equation. So we're finding the intersection. So we're going to go to y equals, clear out anything you have. So 3 to the x plus 2, go down, and then x plus 1, and hit graph. And so you can see here that these do not intersect right here. So if you look at this, this curve is going to go up forever. It does not intersect this line. So this one has no solution. All right, and last but not least, if we try C, if you need to try one more, then we're going to go and we're going to go to y equals, clear out anything you have. The left side, 4 to the x minus 3 is y1. The right side, 3x minus 8 is y2. This is an exponential and a line. So let's see what they look like. All right, they do look like they intersect. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in because I'm not sure do they intersect once or maybe twice. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to hit zoom. And then this first thing, zoom box, is really great. You hit enter on it. And what you're going to do, there's a flashing cursor right here at 0, 0. I'm going to use my arrows to move it up and over. And I'm going to create a box around the area I want it to zoom in on. So where it's flashing right now, this is the top left corner of the box. You hit enter to set the top left corner. And then you just drag it down as far as you want and over as far as you want. And once I have it where I want it, I'm going to hit enter and it will zoom in on what I boxed in. So I can now see there's two intersections, so there's two solutions. So I'm going to do second, calc, intersect is 5. And it says first curve, second curve, guess. So the first answer is 3, 1. But like I said, this equation only has an x, so I only care about x. Okay, to get the other one, what you do is you do second, calc, and you do intersect again. But you've got to scoot this cursor, this flashing thing, closer to the other intersection. So just use your right arrow and just scoot it over. It's just got to be near it. Now do enter, enter, enter. and it will get this intersection instead. So the closer you are to it, it's going to get it. If you're closer to the other one, it'll get the first one. So x equals 4. And those are our two solutions.